Hello, children. Today we are going to learn about the chapter The Summit Within. The main objectives of the chapters is to make the students learn to develop the ability to understand the difficult situations in their life, to help them to cope with the problems of life so that students can solve their problems in their life, to enable the students to share their personal experiences so that students can share their personal experiences with others, to sensitize the students to the feelings of an individual. They can share their feelings as an individual, to enable them to use new words and phrases in their own language. The new words and phrases which are coming in this paragraph, in this chapter, students will be acquainted by it and they will use in their own language, to enable them to express themselves in grammatically correct language. So, first of all, let us learn the new words. Summit, the highest point, panorama, view of a wide area, jubilant, very happy because of success, fade, disappear gradually, brutal, very cruel, without mercy or merciless. Let us know about the key points of the chapter. Major HPS Ahluwalia was a member of the first successful expedition to Mount Everest in 1965. The author HPS Ahluwalia, who was a member of the first successful expedition to the Mount Everest in 1965, and he is describing his whole experiences of the summit in this chapter. The author HPS Ahluwalia has narrated his experience of climbing the summit of Everest. As the author stood on the summit, many emotions surged through him. A lot of emotions came to in his mind when he was at the summit. Of all the emotions, the dominant one was humility. He was feeling himself very low, very small in front of the universe, in front of the Almighty. Climbing the summit of Everest provides a deep sense of joy which lasts a lifetime and changes the climber completely. Here we can see that when we achieve something big, we are feeling very happy, very cheerful, and happy too, and a satisfaction, a feeling of satisfaction when we do such a great thing. Same way, the author who has climbed the summit, he was having a deep sense of joy because he has achieved something great. According to the author, there is another summit, the summit of mind, that is more difficult to climb. He is talking about our inner summit, the inner mind, which is full of negative and positive thoughts. And according to him, it was difficult to climb our inner summit to control our thoughts. After getting down from the summit, the author questioned himself as to why people climb mountains. He is asking himself that why people climb mountains. The mountain presents great difficulties. Of course, to climb up the mountain is not easy. It has lot of difficulties and it is teaching us that life is full of difficulties. Man takes delight in overcoming obstacles. Of course, when we pass the obstacles, we feel energetic, we feel joyful, we feel cheerful. We are so happy when we cross the hurdles. There are three qualities that played a major role in climbing: endurance, persistence, and willpower. These three qualities are essential to climb the mountain. From childhood, the author has been attracted by the mountains. He was very keen about mountains. He wanted to climb the mountains when he was a child. Mountains are nature at its best. Mountain looks so amazing, so beautiful. Mountains are a means of communion with God. As they are so high, so they give us a feeling of companion with God. Adventure is risky but pleasurable. The adventure is very risky to climb the mountains as we can lose our life also. It is a brutal struggle with rock and ice. It gives a sense of a battle fought and won and a feeling of victory and of happiness. When we won the battle, when we climbed up the mountain, we feel a sense of happiness. It provides physical, emotional, and spiritual experience. It gives all that we should be physically strong, emotionally strong, and spiritual experience. When we are having any difficulty, we are just remembering God. We are feeling that God is with us. So it is giving us all the three feelings: physical, emotional, and spiritual. The climbers left some symbols to make their obeisance. The climbers had left some symbols on the peak of Everest to show that they have gone there. The author left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak. Rawat left a picture of goddess Durga. The Dorji left a relic of the Buddha. Edmund Hillary had buried a cross. There is another summit that is your mind, that is in your mind. The physical act of climbing to the summit of mountain outside is akin to the act of climbing mountain within, is as similar as climbing mountain within. It teaches us much about ourselves. It gives us inspiration to face life ordeals, to face life obstacles. Now let us go through the summary of the chapter. The summit within is a story of experiences of Major HPS Ahluwalia, a member of the first successful Indian expedition to Mount Everest. Ahluwalia was full of humility when he stood on the summit of Everest. He was thinking that he is very small in front of the universe. He thanked God for his physical success. He thanked God when he climbed the peak of the Everest. It was the highest of the goals for him. While getting down from the summit, he asked himself why he climbed Everest and what he made him to do so. The people climb mountains because they present great difficulties. People take pleasure in facing the difficulties. Man takes delight in overcoming obstacles. Whenever we are having any obstacle, when we cross them, we feel extreme joy and a strength in ourselves. A climb to a summit means the demonstration of climbers' endurance, persistence, and willpower. Yes, of course, our willpower must be strong and we should do continuous practice and we should have a courage to face the difficulties or the extreme level we are going. Since childhood, the narrator has been attracted by mountains. From the childhood, even that the narrator was attracted towards the mountains, he wanted to climb the mountains. For him, mountains are nature at its best. They have a challenging beauty and majesty. They are a means of communion with God. It looks like that God is above us. Mountains are also above us. So it feels like that mountains are companion of God. Everest is the highest and the mightiest and has defied many previous attempts. People are unable to summit the to get onto the summit of Mount Everest. On climbing its summit, one has the sense of victory and of happiness. Its view brings a spiritual change in his mind. It poses a challenge before him which was difficult to resist. One feels connected with the supernatural element on reaching the summit. Of course, when we do something great, we feel the blessings of God, that God is with us, that He also wants that we should cross this hurdle and achieve something big. One becomes conscious of his own smallness in this large. One feels with the naturals connected with the supernatural element on reaching the summit. One becomes conscious of his own smallness in this large universe. We are feeling so small in front of large universe. It provides physical, emotional, and spiritual fulfillment. A person is physically, emotional, and having spiritual fulfilling. Climbing a mountain is a highly risky job and needs others' help also. Yes, of course, that's why the author has gone in groups because it was difficult to climb such a highest peak. The fellow climbers prove to be a source of inspiration. The friends which are good to us, they are always a source of inspiration. They always push up to achieve something big. They remember their gods to feel confident. It is far more difficult to climb the summit within oneself than to climb the summit of a mountain. Of course, when we are thinking that we can do it, then on outside also we can do it. We have the courage to face all the difficulties. But from inside, if we think that we can't, then we are not able to do the thing. One can get a fuller knowledge of oneself merely by climbing one's personal and internal mountain peak. It is fearful and unscalable, like the climb to the summit of a mountain. Both the climbs teach one much about the world and about oneself. The internal summits are much higher than the Everest. The climber gets the inspiration to life ordeal with determination. When we face the difficulties, we become strengthful. We have more strength. Then when we face the difficulties, we are able to face some more difficulties, and we have become so powerful that any hurdles or any obstacle we can easily cross. I hope the chapter is clear to you. Thank you, children.